everybody, and welcome to Shopping with Shana. So, guys, I wanted to have a little bit of a discussion. Let's chat about what is going on with digital coupons. So, if you are not familiar with my channel or if you're new to the channel, a lot of times I say that I think that digital coupons is the way things are going to be going here, that we are going to eliminate all paper coupons, printable coupons, all those good things here in the next couple of years. In fact, I think there was a bit of a debate. I said within the next 5 to 10 years, and somebody said I'd be surprised if they're still around in 2 years. However, thank you to Kelly on Instagram. She sent me a link to this particular proposed law. So it's an article about the proposed law that would ban digital only discounts or coupons. And of course, if this passes, it could affect the rest of us. So I wanted to jump right in and read a little bit to you. Now, this was written or put out on January 13th, so not too long ago of 2023. It is for, I think it's New Jersey is the state. Yeah, New Jersey. It's not necessarily for the whole country, but I wanted to read this to you because if it does go into effect in New Jersey, I'm sure we're going to see it across the country. So it was last year when a noted consumer advocate and coalition of consumer groups began speaking out against digital-only grocery discounts, calling them discriminatory against seniors and other less digitally savvy shoppers. Now, I totally get that. That makes sense to me. Because like my dad, I shop for him. There's no way he's going to load digital coupons onto some sort of account, but I do the shopping for him. Now it says one state lawmaker wants digital only discounts to be against the law, but that's crazy to me. I mean, just crazy to me to think that that could happen because especially with the society that we live in today, more and more people are very digitally savvy and less people are not. And so, I mean, I do understand like people like my dad or even like my husband has a 96-year-old grandma, they don't go digitally and put low digital coupons. However, a lot of people do. My mom, who is not that much younger than my dad, does do that kind of thing. They're divorced. That's why it doesn't affects their households differently. But I don't know. It's kind of like you kind of have to get on board, at least in my opinion. All right, New Jersey Assemblyman Paul Moriarty, sorry if I butchered his name, was introduced a first of its kind bill stating that any seller in this state who offers a digital coupon is required to also make available to a consumer a paper coupon of identical value. People are being marginalized who aren't amongst the majority of people that have access to internet, computers, and smartphones. He said the Democratic state legislator and Consumer Affairs Committee chair told Coupons in the News, I think it's unfair, I think it's discriminatory, and I think the people that need the discounts the most are being shut out from being able to access them. I can totally see that. So in one way, I do understand. Like I said, with my dad, I don't think he would do this. But do you think that we need a law that outlaws this kind of digital couponing? Or maybe just a way to if you don't have the means, you can request to have a paper coupon sent instead. I mean, I think there are ways around this that you don't have to outlaw a specific thing. So the three largest grocery chains in New Jersey are ShopRite, ACME, or maybe Acme. I'm not sure. I'm not from New Jersey. And Stop and Shop. All three predominantly feature digital coupons in their current weekly ads. ACM's ME's circular advertises coupons and freebies that must be accessed through the store's Acme for You digital savings program. The front page alone of the ads for both Stop and Shop and ShopRite featured more than 24 digital deals, telling you how much you'd pay with the digital coupon and how much without. At Stop and Shop, for example, red cherries are $2.99 a pound, and with a digital and $4.99 without. That's a 67% difference in price for those without the technology or know how to access the digital offer. I mean, that's very common. I'm sure we're all used to that. ShopRite already offers a workaround, allowing shoppers to load digital coupons to their account via in-store coupon kiosks if they don't have their own access to the internet. Albertson's owner of Acme, is that how you say it? I'm sorry, I feel really bad. I'm saying it wrong. Acme, ACME, said in a statement that many of our stores also allow for individuals who may not have digital access to present the weekly circulars to the cashier for discounts to be applied at the register. A spokesperson for Stop and Shop owner Ahold Dalahazzi, oh my goodness, this is just showing you how much I cannot read, did not immediately respond to a request for comment. All right. So, under this proposed legislation, grocery stores wouldn't be the only retailers affected. Drugstores, restaurants, and any other seller in this state offering digital discounts would have to accommodate those who are not digitally connected. If they don't, the measure proposed fines of $2,500 for the first offense, up to $5,000 for additional offenses. The bill defines digital coupon as a store coupon, rebate, or similar instrument that is offered to a customer through the internet. So it's unclear whether retailers using their weekly circulars to promote digital manufacturers' coupon savings would have to ensure that paper versions are also available, or if allowing shoppers to access digital coupons via in store kiosks is an acceptable alternative to offering paper coupon equivalents. They expect to work out the details with stakeholders representing all sides as the bill makes its way through the legislative process. The founder and editor of Consumer World says the bill is an important first step towards addressing the issue that he called attention to last year. Hats off to the Assemblyman majority or minority or whatever name Moriarty for coming up with a remedy. He told Coupons in the News, "I thought it was a sensational that the state legislature was concerned enough about seniors and lower income folks overpaying for groceries because they couldn't access digital only sale items." One point that they do make is that probably the people that need this the most, that need the savings the most, especially with the economy the way it is and inflation the way it is are the people that would have the least amount of access to the digital coupons. And that's a very good point. However, I do think that we are living in a time that surely there is somebody that can help somebody set that up. Even if you had somebody in the store itself that they could come into and work with to help set up the coupons. I'm not really sure what a good workaround would be, but that's a possibility. So back in June, they conducted a review of dozens of grocery chains' weekly circulars and found that 2/3 of them advertised some form of digital only discounts, whether in the form of digital coupons or loyalty discounts that must be activated online. He followed up several months later by leading a coalition of consumer groups in sending a letter to the presidents of a dozen large supermarket chains and urging consumers to do the same. All right. So the letter asked the retailers to come up with an offline alternative to digital only sale items, and not one of them responded with concrete plan to do so across the board. So if they're not going to do it in a response to consumer concerns, perhaps they'll do it if they're required to by law. My hope is with proposed legislation like this, supermarkets will begin to focus on this issue more and perhaps will voluntarily make accommodations for their digitally disconnected shoppers. I don't think it's that difficult. Businesses should want to do it. I think it's easy for them to make these coupons or discounts available to a wider array of people. Digital proponents have been predicting the imminent death of paper coupons for years. That's me. I mean, I don't know that I'm a digital proponent, but I definitely have predicted the death of paper coupons. But if this bill becomes law in New Jersey, it could be the first step towards ensuring the non digital discounts live on for some time to come. Okay, so let me know what your personal thoughts are about this. So I don't know. I'm kind of in one way I understand it, and I definitely think that recommending to these stores a workaround, especially for seniors or for somebody that is not going to have that computer savvy of other people to help them out. However, I don't believe that we should be telling private businesses what to do. I mean, these are private businesses. These are not run by the government or anything like that. Why should we be making laws saying what they can and cannot do? Now, I don't. Now, you could also be as a consumer, you can stand your ground and not use a specific store if they are hard nosed about it. I would think that if you did go in with the circular and saw these discounts and didn't know how to get them on your card, that you could go up to customer service or go somewhere and they would be able to help you out some way, shape, or form. Now, I remember one time I traveled to Florida and I think it was a Winn Dixie. I want to say that we went into a Winn Dixie. Now, I don't have a Winn Dixie around me, but you had to have the customer card in order to get the discounts, the sale discounts, just like Kroger. You have to put in your Kroger card in order to get the discounts. Well, I don't have a Winn Dixie around me, so why would I have a customer card? So I went up to customer service and asked them about that, and they said, no problem. Just tell your cashier when you check out that you do not have this discount card and or have the store card, and they'll scan something for you. And sure enough, that's exactly what I did. I just said, "Hey, we're from Kentucky. We're not from Florida. We don't have a Winn-Dixie. I don't have a customer card. Is there anything you can do?" And sure enough, they went and got something and scanned it. Now, granted, this was like in Orlando, and I'm sure that they see a lot of people from out of state all the time that request these sale prices. And so this is their workaround. So, like I'm saying, I do think there's probably some way you could work around all of this to help everybody get this digital coupon, ability or availability or something like that. But I don't think that we need people legislatures telling private businesses how to run their companies. I mean, that's just my thoughts on that. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this? Do you think that they should be required by law to offer some sort of alternative system for anybody that doesn't want to do digital coupons? Or do you think that the government should just mind its own business and stay out of a private company? All right, guys, let me know what you think.